Tech Mighty Scientists of the Congo Nation. I'm Sister Johnson and welcome to our science lesson. We are going to begin today's science lesson with a read aloud that's dedicated to our essential question of freedom. Who am I when I'm free to be my best family member? Last week in science, we talked about our advocacy. And our advocacy, or our righteous action, the HEKA of our Say by the HEKA project, is to advocate for elders. So today's story is about the relationship between a young sister, Eloise, and her elderly neighbor, Rainbow Joe. I hope that you enjoy our story. Let's get started. Rainbow Joe and Me. The author is Maria Diaz Strom. My name is Eloise, and I make colors. I mix up red and white and make fish. Crazy pink fish swimming across my paper. I mix up red and blue and make monkeys. Purple monkeys swinging high in yellow trees. Rainbow Joe likes colors too. His name is really just Joe, but I call him Rainbow Joe. Mama says, honey, don't bother Joe. But when I go out on the front steps and Rainbow Joe says, hey friend, what's up? I can't help but tell him. I tell Rainbow Joe about everything I paint. I tell him about pink fish and I tell him about purple monkeys. He calls my monkeys wild and my fish cool. He says I got imagination. Rainbow Joe says he can make colors too, but he can't see with his eyes like me. Rainbow Joe says he sees colors inside his head. I ask him, how are you going to mix those colors? Rainbow Joe hums and taps his feet. Eloise, he says, I got my own special way with colors. I know how to make them sing. One of these days, I'm going to show you. Mama calls me to come inside and I tell her about Rainbow Joe making colors. But Mama says, honey, a blind man can't mix colors. They'll turn out all gray like this dishwater. I go back to painting. I paint olive elephants and maroon monsters. I see Rainbow Joe on the steps and I tell him about mixing up black and yellow to make olive and purple and red to make maroon. He says, I've been mixing up something too, just for you, Eloise. Show me. You'll see, he says. Then he leans his head back and says, I see yellow, Eloise. Yellow's like butter melting on your tongue. And red. Red's so spicy, it makes you sweat just thinking about it. And green. Sweet green. That's a color so soft, you just want to lie down in it and take a nap. Rainbow Joe says he likes blue best. When he talks about blue, I can tell he's really singing. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba blue. He taps his feet and shakes his head. There's a whole lot of blue in this world, he says. Some days I go to see Rainbow Joe and I take my paint and paper with me. Rainbow Joe tells me about the old days. I paint what he tells me. I ask him, you going to show me how you mix colors? He says, I'll show you someday, Eloise. I can't wait. Mama calls and I go inside. I can't stop wondering about how Rainbow Joe mixes colors. Does he use a brush like me? I close my eyes and pick up my brush. My brush touches color, but which one? I can't see. My brush touches again. I don't know where, but I start mixing colors. In my mind, I see orange snakes slithering on green grass. I mix and I paint and I open my eyes. see gray, a big gray blob. I think for a minute that maybe Mama was right. Maybe Rainbow Joe can't mix colors. But then I remembered melted butter and spicy red, and I believe that he's going to paint me a great, big, beautiful picture someday. One Sunday morning, Mama and I are leaving for church, and there he is, sitting on the steps, humming and tapping his feet, just like always. But he's got a big brown bag. What's in the bag, Rainbow Joe? I say. Been working on my surprise for you, Eloise, he says. Today I'm going to show you my colors. Mama takes my hand. We have to go, Joe. We'll see you after church, she says. I wonder what's in that bag. All through church, I squiggle and squirm. Mama tells me to keep still, but I can't. Finally, church is over. We shake the Reverend's hand on the way out, but all I can think about is my surprise. As soon as we get to our block, I let go of Mama's hand and run to Rainbow Joe. He opens up the bag and pulls out an old saxophone. This is for you, Eloise, he says. He starts to blow. Colors fly. Big, strong red notes and little yellow notes. Rainbow Joe mixes them up to make bright orange. He blows deep blue notes and holds them in the air for a long time. Then green, long, lazy green. Then violet, pretty violet that blends back into blue. Mom and I listen to the colors. We tap our feet and clap our hands. Rainbow Joe mixes up a great, big, beautiful rainbow. And we see every color. We see it all. The end. All right, Congo Nation, I hope you enjoyed that story, Rainbow Joe and me. Now I have some comprehension questions that I would like for you to answer. Let's take a look. Please answer the following questions. Number 1, what is the relationship between Eloise and Rainbow Joe? Number 2, why does Rainbow Joe see colors differently? Number 3, how did Rainbow Joe help Eloise understand how he sees colors? Number 4, how do you think spending time together makes Eloise and Rainbow Joe feel, and why? Congo Nation, please answer these 4 questions inside of your composition book, then resume our video. All right, mighty scientists, now that you are finished your comprehension questions, I just want to talk a little bit about how we are moving forward with our Saved by the HEKA project. Last week in science, you got the assignment to make a righteous action poster. But in addition to that poster that's due this Thursday, June 4th, we would like for you to submit advocacy letters. Our HEKA for the Congo Nation is to write letters to advocate for more COVID-19 tests in nursing homes. We want to make sure that our elders in nursing homes have access to the COVID-19 tests so that they're tested and they're able to receive the care that they need. So we need your help, Congo Nation. I want you to partner with a parent or another adult family member to help you write a letter addressing the senators of Pennsylvania. So Mama Pat explained in your social studies lesson yesterday exactly what you should do with those letters. But Congo Nation, please don't forget to get them done. Once you finish your letter, you're going to go ahead and submit it back to our nation's email, grade1@sfacs.us, and Mama Pat will send those letters to the senators of Pennsylvania. We are so excited to do our advocacy, Congo Nation, and we are thankful for the amazing job that we know that you will do on your advocacy letters. I cannot wait to see all of our projects on Thursday. So on Thursday, instead of coming to your math and science lesson, you all are going to attend our virtual Saved by the HEKA festival. So throughout the day, you'll have a playlist that you can watch that will have all of our Saved by the HEKA projects, from kindergarten all the way up to our seniors in high school. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation, so don't forget, your prevention assignment was due yesterday, so please submit that assignment if you haven't done already. Today, you will be submitting your comprehension questions for Rainbow Joe and me, and you're also going to continue to work on your Righteous Action poster, which is due Thursday, June 4th, 2020. Thank you, scientists, for tuning in, and I will see you all at our Safe Out of HEKA Festival.